Okay, and now we'll be looking at navigation. So the navigation is pretty clear and consistent on every page. Pretty, you always know where to go. The navigation bar will be always be up top. So now that we know that, I feel like it makes the process pretty simple. We also know that the navigation bar is static, so definitely don't see any problems with this. It is pretty clear why people are on this site. You can definitely see it's a collaboration tool. Sticky notes are huge. Looks like you can also work from anywhere, which is pretty cool. So it looks like it's a great place to bring people together and share ideas when they physically can't be together. And there are some pretty clear links to the main pages. Like we click this, it'll take us to the home page. Go over the basics. We type in pricing. we go to pricing. That's clearly going to take us to the cost of it all. There's probably different feature plans. So here we are. We can do $12, $20. Do a free trial. Contact us. All looks pretty simple. Content is organized into categories logically. Pricing, this is exactly what I would expect. I think this is pretty cool too. It goes into more detail. Do you want this to be for nonprofits, for educators, consultants? I think it's really neat because it allows you to get some more information on which plan you should choose. And they have some plans that are more geared towards certain types of people, which is awesome. They really nailed that one down. Resources, I think this is pretty good, especially like the suddenly remote option that I think a lot of people will be clicking that button pretty obviously. So this is good. It shows you how you can do a little bit more of collaborative work online. We're going to accept all the cookies. The one thing though that is kind of an issue on this page is we lost that navigation bar. So that's interesting. It looks like here it went to a completely different separate page, but due to the fact that we lost that navigation bar, we have to go back, which it's not really showing on this screen, but I have the mural tab popped up. So we have to go back and click that. But not every single user is going to think like that. They might be searching around the screen looking for an exit button or back button. So that is definitely an issue from my viewpoint for that. For products, I would say this is pretty good. Like they have an integration section, Microsoft Teams. So, you click here, that's where you're going to learn more. You click here, this is where you're going to learn more about them. Use cases, we looked at that a little bit earlier. That looked well organized. You know exactly what you're going to be looking at. You're going to do case studies for design here, case studies for engineering here, case studies for products here. All very helpful, and it, pretty intuitive from there on. Now, is there an obvious change for when the user hovers over the mouse over something that might be clickable? Here, like these move. Normally, if something were to be clickable, you'd, I don't know, it'd kind of have like a pink thing, it would look like a pink or red tint, or maybe have an arrow. Those are good signs that something is clickable. There is a good sitemap. Here you can see like what the website will look like once you fully log on and once you get this working, so you can see what this is all about. The information architecture, I think, makes this have a good sitemap on every page. And I'd say there is a pretty easy and obvious way to move between related sites and pages. All pretty intuitive. Like, we're looking for consultants. I'm like, okay, so that's awesome. Maybe I want to be a consultant. This is clearly where I apply. It's awesome. It takes me right there once I click on that button. I knew to click on that button also because, when you hover over it, the button gets a little darker. It also gets a little drop shadow behind it. So it looks a little different when you hover over it. So you're going to notice that, hey, that's a button that you clearly click on. Does navigation use trigger words that users look for when they can scan the site? I would say so. Free workspace, opportunity, discounted membership, VIP pricing, private Slack. These are all things that probably would stand out to users. Now we can look at industries. We'll see what stands out with wording on here. Define priorities, uncover patterns in data, financial services. These all look like extremely important and relevant things that people would want to know in financial services. Technology, if you're working in tech, you're definitely going to want to know how to plan a roadmap and evaluate the processes. So this definitely looks like the wording is pretty phenomenal on that, and it stands out. One good thing to notice here is I have yet to see anything that has like a double negative. Those are always bad to use. It looks like they've used positive words. They've never said anything like, hey, don't do this. You definitely want to make sure that everything is clear, concise, and be like, hey, this is what you need to do. And they've done a great job showcasing that.